everyone. I am Dr.J.BHUVANA, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, A.D.M.COLLEGE for Women, Autonomous, NAGAPATTINAM. Now, we are going to discuss about solar energy. This module belongs to first MSc Chemistry in non-conventional energy sources. Already, we discussed about what is meant by conventional energy and non-conventional energy. So, today we discuss about solar energy. What is meant by solar energy? Energy from the sun is called solar energy. The sun's energy comes from nuclear fusion reaction that takes place deep in the sun. So, the energy we get from the sun is from the nuclear fusion reaction. Hydrogen nucleus fuse into helium nucleus. The energy from these reactions flow out from the sun and escape into the space. Solar energy is sometimes called as radiant energy. These are different kinds of radiant energy emitted by sun. The most important radiant energies are light infrared rays, ultraviolet rays and X-rays. The sun is a large sphere of very hot gases. The beam radiation received from the sun on the earth is reflected into space. Another 15% is absorbed by the earth atmosphere and the rest is absorbed by the earth surface. The absorbed radiation consists of light and infrared radiation, without which the earth would be barren. All life on the earth depends on solar energy. This is absolutely a true statement. Green plants make food by means of photosynthesis. Light is essential in this process to take place. This light usually comes from sun for photosynthesis. Animals get their food from plants or by eating other animals that feed on plants. Plants and animals also need some heat to stay alive. So, plants are storehouse of solar energy. The solar energy that falls on India in 1 minute is enough to supply the energy needs of our country for 1 day. Man has made very little use of this enormous amount of solar energy that reaches the earth. We use a very little amount from solar energy. So, we have to know about what is meant by solar constant. The sun, already we discussed, the sun is a large sphere of very hot gases. The heat being generated by various kinds of fusion reactions. Thus, the beam received from the sun on the earth is almost parallel. The brightness of the sun varies from center to its edge. The rate at which solar energy arrives at the top of the atmosphere is called solar constant. This is the amount of energy received in unit time on a unit area perpendicular to the sun's direction at the mean distance of the earth from sun. The distance between earth and the sun varies a little throughout the year. the distance from the earth and sun is varies. Because of this varies, the extraterrestrial flux also varies. How we get the solar radiation at the earth's surface? The solar radiation penetrated to the earth atmosphere and reaches the surface differs in both amount and character from the radiation at the top of the atmosphere. Part of the radiation is reflected back into the space, especially by clouds. The radiation entering the atmosphere is partly absorbed by molecules in the air. So, we did not get full radiation from the sun to the earth. These are the main difficulties we face. Oxygen and ozone formed from oxygen absorbed nearly all the ultraviolet radiation, and water vapor and carbon dioxide absorb some of the energy in the infrared range. In addition, part of the solar radiation is scattered by droplets in clouds, by atmosphere molecules and by dust particles. Solar radiation that has not been absorbed or scattered and reaches the ground directly from the sun is called direct radiation or beam radiation. Diffuse radiation is the solar radiation received the sun after direction has been changed by reflection and scattering by the atmosphere. Because of the solar radiation is scattered in all directions in the atmosphere, diffusers, radiation comes to the earth from all parts of the sky. The sum of the beam and the diffuse radiation flux is referred to as total or global radiation. So, the very important part of our syllabus is what are the applications of solar energy. The applications of solar energy is enormous because we get daily, day-to-day life, we get the sun and the energy can be consumed. In our country, energy consumed for cooking shares a major portion of the total energy consumed in a year. In villages, 95% of the consumption goes only to cooking. Variety of fuel like coal, kerosene, cooking gas, firewood, dung cakes and agricultural waste are used. The energy crisis is affecting everyone. It is also affecting the fuel bills for those who is used for heating. So, what are the applications of solar energy? One by one we have to record. Heating and cooling of residential building. This is very important. Next is solar water heating. Solar drying of agricultural and animal products. Solar production by evaporation of seawater. Solar cookers. Solar engines for water pumping. Solar refrigeration. Solar electric power generation. Solar photovoltaic cell and solar furnaces. So, the very important applications we are going to discuss. That one is solar cooker. This is called solar cooker. In our country, energy consumed for cooking is very high. So, the poor of the developing countries who have been using dry wood picked up from the fields and the forest as domestic fuel have been affected in their own way due to the scarcity of domestic fuel in the rural areas. At present, firewood and cow dung, too precious to allow to be used for burning and cooking. It is very useful to improve the fertility of the soil, but it should be used in proper way. The supply of wood is also fast depleting because of the indiscriminate felling of trees in the rural areas and the destruction of forest. There is a rapid destruction in the supply of these fossil fuels like coal, kerosene or cooking gas. The solution for the above problem is the harnessing of solar energy for cooking purpose. The most important is the solar cooker. It is a great fuel saver. The Department of New Conventional Energy Sources has calculated that a family using a solar cooker 275 days a year would save 800 kilograms of firewood. See the ratio. For 275 days, we save 800 kilograms of wood or 65 liters of kerosene. Similarly, an industrial canteen or a hostel mess using the larger community solar cooker, which can cook for 20 to 25 people, could save 400 kilograms of firewood or 335 liters of kerosene per year. So, the usage of solar cooker is a great fuel saver. What are the types of solar cooker? Basically, there are three designs of solar cooker. One is flat plate box type solar cooker with or without reflector. But second type is multi-reflector type solar cooker. Third one is parabolic disc concentrator type solar cooker. So, we discussed the three types. What is the first one? Flat plate box type solar cooker. This is the simplest of all the designs. This cooker allows solar radiation to enter through a double-walled glass cover placed inside a blackened box which is well insulated and made airtight. Maximum no low temperature with a single reflector reaches up to 160 degrees centigrade. This is the first type. The second type is multi-reflector type. 4 square or rectangular or triangular reflectors are mounted on the oven body. They all reflect the solar radiation into the cooking zone in which cooking utensils are placed. Temperature uptime is of the order of 200 degrees centigrade. The maximum temperature can reach to 250 degrees centigrade if the compound cone reflector system is used. Then the third type is parabolic type cooker. In this, parallel sun rays are made to reflect on the parabolic surface and concentrated on the focus on which the cooking are placed. The temperature of the order is 450 degrees centigrade can be obtained, in which solar radiation are concentrated onto the focal point. What is the principle and the constructional details of solar cooker? The solar rays penetrate through the glass covers and absorbed by a blackened metal tray kept inside the solar box. The solar radiation entering the box are of short wavelength. Two glass covers are provided to minimize the heat loss. The loss due to convection is minimized by making the box airtight by providing a rubber strip all around between the upper lid and the box insulating materials like glass wool, sawdust or any other material is filled in the space between blackened tray and outer cover of the box. This minimizes heat loss due to convection with type of cooker is placed in the sun and the blackened surface starts absorbing sun rays and the temperature inside the box starts rising. The cooking pots, which are also blackened or placed inside with food material, get heat energy and the food will be cooked in a certain period of time depending upon the intensity of solar radiation and the material of insulation provided. The cooking is dependent upon the intensity of the solar radiation as well as the material of the insulation. The amount of solar radiation intensity can be increased by provided mirror. The solar cooker is made up of inner and outer metal or wooden box with a double glass sheet on it. Observer tray or blackened tray is painted black with a suitable black point like blackboard point. This point is dull in color and can withstand the maximum temperature attained inside the cooker as well as water vapor coming out of the utensils. The top cover contains 3 mm thick 2 plain glasses fixed on the wooden or metal frame, keeping about 25 mm distance between the two. The entire top cover can be made light with padlock neoprene rubber. Sealing is provided around the contact surface of the glass cover and hinged on one side of the glass frame mechanism. It is provided to adjust the reflector at different angles with the cooker box. When the reflector is adjusted to shine in the cooker box, the temperature achieved is 115 to 125 degrees centigrade. Addition of the reflector is useful in cooking earlier, particularly in winter. The solar cooker is able to cook about 1.25 kilogram dry food materials, which is enough for a family of 5 to 7 persons. The total weight of the cooker is about 22 kilograms. The overall dimension is 60 into 60 into 20 centimeter in height. What are the merits and the limitations of a solar cooker? There are some of the merits of the solar cooker. So what are they? No attention is needed during cooking as in other devices. When we get a pressure cooker or a utensils, we have to take care about that. You have to give attention on the cooker. But while using solar cooker, there is no attention is needed. No fuel is required. Next point is very important. No fuel is required. It has a negligible maintenance cost. No pollution. Vitamins of the food are not destroyed and the food cooked is nutritious and delicious with natural taste. No problem of overflowing of food. So these 6 are the merits of solar cooker. Next, what is the limitations of solar cooker? One main drawback is one has to cook according to the sunshine. The menu has to be pre-planned. When the sun shines only, the cooking takes place. So we have to pre-plan according to this. One cannot cook at short notice and food cannot be cooked during night or during coldy days. It takes comparatively more time. These are the merits and the limitations of solar cooker. Next important application in solar energy is solar water heater. This instrument is called as solar water heater. It is a device to heat water using solar energy. Solar water heaters are one of the best options to be adapted in the developing country. Solar system heating systems are commercially produced in the country. Most of the systems available in India are designed to give water temperature from 6 degree to 90 degree centigrade. These are suitable for preheating feed water to boiler and processing industries and hot water applications in hotels, bakeries, industries, etc. The term solar water heater includes conventional flat plate collector with either thermosiphon or forced circulation flow system. A solar water heater normally consists of the following components: a flat plate collector to absorb solar radiation and convert into thermal energy. Second one is storage tank to hold water for use and cold water feeding the flat plate collector. Third one is connecting pipes inlet and outlet for feeding cold water from the storage tank and taking hot water to the storage tank or point of use. The two main components, the storage tank being located above the level of the collector. As water in the collector is heated by solar energy, it flows automatically to the top of the water tank and its place is taken by colder water from top of the tank. Whenever this is done, cold water automatically enters at the bottom. An auxiliary heating system is provided for use on coldy or rainy days. Typically, such systems have capacities ranging from 100 to 200 liters and adequately supply the needs of a family of 4 or 5 persons. The temperature of the hot water delivers ranges from 50 to 70 degrees centigrade. Solar water heating is a good example to illustrate one of the assets of the direct use of solar. This is the possibility of matching the temperature achieved in the heating device with the temperature required for end use. As a result of this matching, the thermodynamic efficiency based on the considerations of availability of energy can be shown to be higher in the case of solar water heating system than a water heating system using natural gas or electricity. Solar water heaters of the natural circulation type were used fairly widely from the beginning of the 20th century till about 1940 until cheap oil and natural gas became available. Now they are being installed again. They are widespread use in countries like Israel, Australia, Japan and India. The next important application is solar distillation. Fresh water is here necessarily for the sustenance of life and also the key to man's prosperity. It is generally observed that arid, semi-arid and coastal areas which are thinly populated and scattered. One or two family members are available busy in bringing fresh water from a long distance. In these areas, many stages, electricity supply situation in villages is precious and mostly it is not available even on electrified villages for lighting when it must most needed. The bulk of rural households in India normally use kerosene lanterns for meeting their lighting requirements. It is estimated that around 100 million kerosene lanterns are used in India. These lanterns provide insufficient and poor quality of light. So we use 100 million lanterns, but it does not give the good quality of light. For village lighting, three major system configurations are available. They are domestic lighting system or solar lantern, pole mounted alone street lighting system, non-grid interactive centralized lighting system. This major system configured for villages. So we see about solar lantern. Solar photovoltaic powered light, that is called solar lantern, are considered to be the alternative solution to village lighting needs. A typical solar lantern consists of small photovoltaic module, a lightning device, a high frequency inverter, battery charge controller and appropriate housing. During daytime, module is placed under the sun and it is connected to lantern through cable. For charging, a typical lantern uses a 10-watt lamp. The expected life of the lamp is 3 to 5 years. Storage battery is one of the crucial components in solar lantern. Recombinant maintenance, free absorbed electrotype batteries are being used. The battery has a life of 3 to 5 years. Sealed nickel cadmium battery is a good option considering the deep discharge characteristics. It is important to have reliable electronics to operate the lamp and provided suitable protection. A high frequency inverter is being used to excite compact fluorescent lamp and a charge controller which protect battery from overcharging. So today we discuss about what is meant by solar energy, how the solar radiation takes place, the uses applications of solar energy. In the three applications we are discussed. One is solar cooker, solar water heater and solar lanterns. So we discuss about these three main applications of solar energy. Thank you girls.